Hi everyone, welcome to my Linux journey and let's start this video. In this week, I basically refreshed my concept. File permission was the concept which I loved during this week. I also refreshed to how to change to root user, then how to change to other users, how to substitute user, what is sudoers file, how Linux system gets default permissions from what are the files which contains default configuration for different settings in Linux operating system. We learned about these basic things. So in this video I'm going to show you that how to implement these things. This is my Raspberry Pi looking good, and I will just start the power supply, and through the Ethernet connection I will see what's going on this device on my laptop. So let's move over to my laptop. So here you can see connected to my Raspberry Pi, and the IP address of Raspberry Pi is 192.168.137.173. If you don't know how to connect this, please watch my last video of this series and you will understand this. First of all I will log in Kali. First thing I did was I changed the password of this default user, which is Kali in this case. So the command to change the default password is psswd, and here you can see I can change the password. So this is the password for, I will just exit. Now the first thing was how to change yourself to super user, or if you want to run a single command. So suppose I want to see the contents of etc/easswd, which is the information of user. Cat etc/shadow. Here you can see I can see the users, but I cannot see the password. Here you can see permission is denied. If I exit from this and if I see I have permission or not, cat etc/shadow, I have not the permission to run the shadow file or see the contents of the shadow file because it contains passwords. If I want to run a single command as super user or as administrator, you just have to type sudo super user do, then cat etc/shadow. Now it will ask password for super user. It is this, and enter. Now you can see I have the permission and I can see the hashes of this Kali, which is default user. I am Siddhant. This is the password hash for that, and it is contained as hash. Now if I want to switch to the root user permanently for this session, so what I will do, that I will type super user or substitute user, and I will type hyphen, then it will ask for password. Now I have typed in the password. It says authentication failure. Okay, sudo su, then I will type. Here you can see now as soon as I typed sudo substitute user hyphen, it changed me into root user. Now I am the root user and I have all the privileges. Second thing what I learned, that sudoers file. So there is a file. If I go to the change directory etc and I will ls, here you can see there are various files and directories in this folder. This is our sudoers file. So sudoers file define all the permission for your users, what command they can execute and how they can communicate, how much permissions they have. So sudoers file define all that permissions. Now if I try to manipulate this sudoers file, I can halt the system. Be careful with this file. So there is an editor called YVI, which is virtual editor, and there is a special virtual editor called ysudo. You need to modify the sudoers file. You can use this. This will check all the syntax and make sure that everything is correct when you exit the file. So I will open sudoers. Here you can see my user privilege. So root user have all the permission, work from all the workstations which are available, and it has a permission to execute all the commands. I can define the permission for IAM Siddhant user which I have created. So that is my custom user and I can define permissions here. But messing with the sudo file, you need to be very conscious and very careful with it. So I will just quit it, Control X, and here you can see sudo.temp unchanged. There I will just substitute user to Kali. So I have substituted to Kali etc/passwd. So all the user information is there. Now this IAM Siddhant is myself, and I have created this user using user add command. So if you want to see manual for any command in Kali Linux, you just type man and then the command user add. A base directory, I can define a comment, I can define a home directory, I can set an expiry date for the user and many other things. Can add the user from user add command. Then I can see the ID of user by typing ID then user name. Here you can see its UID is 1001 and groups is 1001. Then I can use user del command to delete the user and user mod command to modify the user. I can set an age for password, change age, so ch age. Now I can cat etc/login.defs. So login definitions are default login definitions are allocated from this file in the Linux. So cd space . So I also learned about managing groups. So for adding a group, there is a command called group add, and there is a command called gpasswd password, and there is a command called new group and several other commands. Now the most interesting topic of this whole thing, this week I learned about file permissions. Now if I go to the home directory, so pwd is present working directory, and ls I can move to cd home ls, and I can move to cd Kali. So in this folder I am going to create a file. I will create a file abc.txt. Now this is a new file. I will write something to it, write and quit this file. Now if I see cat abc.txt, here you can see this is a file. If I ls la find this abc.txt, so here you can see the permissions has defined for this. The user had read and write permission. This is a file, so this is the hyphen for the file. The group has read permission only and others have read permissions only. So if I log in as IAM Siddhant, here you go. I just added sudo and it changed me to IAM Siddhant. Now if I see present working directory is home/kali and ls la, here you can see abc.txt. Now if I try to open this and modify it, so y abc.txt, if I try to open it and if I try to insert, here you can see it says warning, changing a randomly read only file. So this file is read only for the user IAM Siddhant, because it is not because others have no permission to read this file. Now I will quit. Now here you can see if I try to log in back as Kali and I can change the permissions. So my present working directory home/Kali. So I will just change the permission. So for the changing the permission, you have to type chmod modify the permissions. I will to allow others to modify the file, so I have to type o others plus I will give write permissions to them, and then file name is abc.txt. so now if I says lsl, here you can see I provided read and write permissions to others. Now if I again try to log in as I am Siddhant, so sudo super user I am Siddhant, and here I will open the file again y abc.txt. now I can modify this file, and I will try to modify it. I will insert my username imsiddhant to it, and I will try to exit and write quit. If I try to cat abc.txt, now here you can see I am Siddhant is added to the file. So I have provided permission to the others to modify the file. This is how can you change the file permission. So I learned about it. And third thing, I learned about file access control list, get fecal, set fecal commands, and sticky bits through which only person who created the file can delete the file. Now I need to understand it more and more. So thank you. So my IT Pro TV learning journey is going good, and some people were commenting that that this platform IT Pro TV is not that good because two people are talking to each other, and how you can study from this. But I am liking this concept. In this week I did not tried any labs on their platform, so I will try some labs next week. And next week I am learning about storage, so how you can partition your disk and how you can move your unmount and mount your disk. So I will learn these things next week, and I am really excited about it because I wanted to learn it from a very long time. So I am very excited for it. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you liking this journey, if you have any suggestions and queries, please comment down below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.